I'm curious about the physique, how you got there then. It sounds
Mhm.
like weightlifting, proper nutrition, but what did it exactly look like? What did you do? And what do
Yeah.
you eat as a nutritionist as well?
Yeah, sure. So, like I said, getting to that quote unquote dream body composition, that 6-month period's not what created that. It was the
10
10 years
years.
before
Yes.
of going through different phases. So during that time, and I think this is kind of the question you asked before, and I didn't really answer it, so I'll try to answer it quickly. But going through different phases of like focusing on building muscle. So going into a surplus for a period of time, like over a year at some points. And then going, building as much muscle as I could during that time, learning things, getting uncomfortable, right? Because with not necessarily that most people or a lot of people have to put on a lot of weight to build muscle. That's not what I'm saying, especially for even my clientele. They do have a lot of they do see a lot of benefits from body recomposition, which is the ability to lose body fat and build muscle at the same time. But for some people who are more advanced, I would say, and have been lifting for a while and um, just want to be, build as much muscle as possible in a period of time as efficiently as possible, going into like a slight surplus can be very advantageous for that. So I did a few building phases. And then after that, kind of like shedding, the excess fat that came on with that, going through a fat loss phase, and then spending a long time in maintenance. And when I say the word maintenance, a lot of people say, "Oh, you were at maintenance, not doing anything." That's not what maintenance is. Maintenance, and you can also kind of reframe this as maintenance is a body recomposition phase if you do it correctly, and that is spending time actually solidifying the results that you have just gotten, whether you're coming out, of a fat loss phase, but also spending time actually practicing maintenance and eating enough to fuel yourself appropriately. And over time, if you're doing that and you're training progressively and you're not stressing yourself out too much and you're, tracking all your biofeedback, sleep, stress, all of that, you will absolutely build muscle in that maintenance period and change your body composition. And that's what recomposition is. And there's different types of body recomposition, but yeah, so going through those different phases, right? And that was over like a 9-year period. Um, Getting lean, getting not lean, building muscle, spending time at maintenance. There's another kind of phase that I call like the health phase. So there was a period of about a year and a half that I came off of one of my video shoots where I got super lean, and I actually got a lot of just hormonal issues and gut
Mm.
stuff that was happening. So I had to kind of pull back and focus on just pure health during that time. And I had a coach that I was working with where I was pulling back from even like I would train like 2 days a week, right? And
Did you
just
know it
really,
immediately that was the cause? Like being too lean was the cause
um,
of things?
it wasn't because I was too lean. I think because during that fat loss phase that I went through, and then the time, towards the end was a really stressful,
Mm.
exciting time, but very stressful time. So the combination of those things, just like everything kind of just like
Yeah.
my body said, "Hey, we're done." And so I
Yeah.
needed time to recover from that, versus push into something else. So it was more so like a health phase. And this is where, working with someone is important because sometimes you can't recognize that yourself until someone else points out all the things that are happening. You're like, "Oh yeah, you're right. I should probably chill out for a sec." So yeah, going through all those different phases, right? And then back in January of last year, I was working with a coach, and um, I just said that my goal was to, um, you know, get in the best shape of my life for my wedding, and um, that's what I did. And it was more so like I went into a calorie deficit, of course. I don't know how much, I don't remember how much I lost. It was definitely over like 10 pounds. Got super lean, but I was also very much focused on training at that point. And I was in the gym. I had time to be in the gym for like an hour and a half, really focused on lower body specifically. And also, I had started playing flag football at that time. So I was focused on body like building muscle and maintaining muscle through that fat loss phase,